Good day, everybody. My name is Jay. This is Word to the Nerd. Let's get talking. Hi, everyone. We are going to be talking about Aquaman. Well, actually, I'm going to be talking about Aquaman. This is the non-spoiler movie review. So, let's get things started. I know a lot of people are concerned about this movie. Like, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be as bad as Batman vs. Superman? And having seen the movie, I have to say it's not as bad as Batman vs. Superman. I would actually argue that this is much better. Now, that is not to say that this is a perfect movie. No, this isn't even below Wonder Woman. But that's not an insult to this movie. I'm just saying that it has room for improvement. I guess as a character as complex as Aquaman, as Arthur Curry is, this is one of the best movies that we can probably ask for. In terms of storytelling, I think that we're getting a pretty good deal, or we're getting it pretty well with Aquaman now. I would suggest that if you're going to watch this movie, turn off your brains. Don't be the over analytical guy. I know YouTube has a lot of movie reviews like this one, actually more detailed reviews, and you're going to go in watching like, oh, I know the tricks of the trade of the cinema. But no, don't. This is a superhero movie. You're supposed to have fun. Turn off your brain for a second, or 2 hours and a half, and just have fun with it. But there's a problem. It's a 2.5-hour long movie, and definitely there are boring parts. Fortunately, most of these boring parts are stuck in the first act, and I think that's the biggest part of my complaint, probably because I saw someone sleeping during the time that I was watching the movie, but I can't judge him. Maybe he was sleepy. The first act does have a couple of action scenes I think that are pretty cool, and Jason Momoa as Aquaman. If you didn't like not Batman versus Superman, if you didn't like Justice League, I'm pretty sure you still had fun watching Aquaman, and that's just more of that in this movie. Amber Heard as Mera is also pretty charming. It takes time. As I said, the first act probably has the most problems for me, but when the second act comes along, it gets much more fun. But there's also a problem because in the second act, I think this is okay. I'll break it down. The first act, contextualizing, giving you what the story or what Arthur Curry is all about, and then the second act, he goes on to this whatever journey he has to go on, and then the third act is the culmination of the movie. If you know anything about movies, I think that's pretty basic. But the second part, or the second act, has so many genres chunked into it that I don't know, even if you turn your brain off for a few hours, you're gonna find yourself laughing, because it goes from like a drama to comedy and then to horror and just a lot of odd stuff. I can't even say that, oh, I have to embrace the campiness to enjoy the movie. No, because this movie is just outright left, right, and center with all of these tonal or genre choices that they're trying to have. I hope I'm not sounding too pretentious. This is just me trying to get back to my experience watching the movie and sharing it with you guys. But despite all of that, despite the weirdness and all of that, it is a pretty straightforward story and very enjoyable. Again, the first act has issues, and I probably have said that like 3, 4, 5 times already, but that shouldn't keep you from having fun with this movie. And in terms of having fun with this movie, Atlantis is a very colorful world from what I saw. The costumes really stand out. When I saw the Ocean Master costume, I was really geeking out. Like, oh, it looked so good. Even the weird colors, the orange and green of Aquaman, actually in the movie, it looks badass. I don't know if they did it or if they showed it in the trailers, but the one you see in the culmination part, at the end, by the end of the movie, it looks really good. So that's it. I think that you should watch Aquaman. Turn your brain off for a few hours, have some fun, because it's not Wonder Woman, but it doesn't have to be. It's fun, it's getting there. I think the DCEU is already it's trying to rebound from all the schlock that we got from Batman vs. Superman and Justice League and Man of Steel. And I think that with Wonder Woman and Aquaman serving probably as the new pillars of the DC extended universe, they might have a shot of being a pretty good franchise, pretty good series of movies that we would want to watch. And that's it. If you like this video, if you want to see more, like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. And this has been Jay. This is Word to the Nerd. I'll talk to you next time.